So let's look at the practice of challenging the process. So the two commitments are experiment and take risks by constantly generating small wins and learning from mistakes, and searching for opportunities by seeking innovative ways to change, grow, and improve. So let's look at the first commitment, experiment and takes risks by constantly generating small wins and learning from mistakes. Kouzes and Posner's research has shown that personal best leadership cases continue to be about radical departures from the past, about doing things that have never been done before. So the work of leaders is really about change and innovation. Leaders don't only create change themselves, though. They also encourage others by providing opportunities for people to gain mastery of new tasks one step at a time. Training and mental stimulation are crucial in this regard, especially during periods of rapid change. It's also important to find ways for people to stretch themselves by regularly setting the bar incrementally higher. Leaders also understand that the motivation to deal with the challenges and uncertainties of life and work come from the inside and not from extrinsic rewards. You can never pay people enough to care about their products, services, communities, families, or even the bottom line. This is where the vision piece is essential too. Leaders understand their team members' deeper aspirations, and the challenge and innovation aims to achieving those group aspirations. Because innovation can come from anywhere, for example, customers, suppliers, business partners, R&D labs, etc., leaders must be active in looking for the most ambiguous signs and listening even for the weakest signals in order to anticipate what's about to come over the horizon. So they must establish more relationships, connect with more sources of information, and get out more frequently. The next commitment, search for opportunities by seeking innovative ways to change, grow, and improve. Getting extraordinary things done in organizations demands a willingness to experiment and take risks with innovative ideas. Nothing new and great is achieved by doing things the way they've always been done. Knowing that some failure is inevitable and that mistakes and false starts are part of the process of innovation, exemplary leaders use an incremental approach that garners small wins. Big starts suffocate people's capacity to even conceive of what might be done, let alone doing something immediately. Small victories, however, generate excitement, energy, and commitment, the psychological win that propels people to continue in the desired direction. The biggest challenge around this practice is probably making the time to look at what can be challenged or needs to be challenged. We often get stuck in ruts. We just get on with our daily work and we don't stop and look at our business, look at our processes. So we need to ensure that we take some time to do this and we experiment and take risks and learn from our experiments. It's also really important that that experimentation and the new things you're looking at align with the vision. Some other important points around this practice is that you need to make sure that mistakes are not catastrophic, that they have a fail-safe built into them. So it's small mistakes, not mistakes that are going to sink your team or sink your business. Another piece they need to look at is asking your people questions regularly. They probably know a lot more than you realize. So there's an interesting part around this practice where it can look like change, but actually it's quite destructive. And we have a client that we worked with that was very, very change-driven. But unfortunately, they didn't have enough patience to follow through with things. And you'll find on the LPI, one of the statements actually points to this follows through, make sure that things get done, make sure that there's some order to change. This client of ours, they were so busy knee-jerk reacting to market issues that the change became absolutely chaotic. Nothing was followed through. And ultimately, they didn't move toward a vision. They moved towards progressive chaos and failure. So it actually took slowing down, which was counterintuitive to them, to get the innovations implemented like they actually needed to be. So you need to watch this in your team. When you take on challenges and you take on changes, to make sure that you follow through properly, you learn from them properly, you don't keep knee-jerking. Because it's quite easy to say, yeah, I'm challenging the process, and I think that you're doing a good job, but you're actually in reactive mode and firefighting mode without much thought, and it's not constructive.